Things are kind of quiet right now here in the main stage area. They're setting up the pet show, setting up the bubblegum contest. So we'll be back with you in about 15 or 20 minutes and continue the activities. Don't forget the Platters concert this afternoon at 2, the Shaw Brothers this evening at 8.
Activity today here at the Lawrence Common being presented to you by Arlington Trust Company. Arlington Trust presents the Green Machine at the Andover, the Methuen Route 28, and the Haverhill Central Plaza branches. You do your banking when you want to, and that could be 24 hours a day. Also, the name McCartney's been in Lawrence since 1880. That's a long time. McCartney's in Lawrence at 356 Essex Street. Lawrence in town, also a store in Andover at 5 Main Street, and in Chelmsford at the Village Square. The McCarthy Companies, one of the oldest and largest insurance organizations in the Merrimack Valley, business and personal insurance since 1867. And also NASA Ford, now being a part of Lawrence also. At 320 South Broadway, Route 28 in Lawrence. New Ford cars. They have trucks, A1 used cars. And coming soon, the 1979 Ford. Those are the people, along with Continental Cablevision, presenting our live our coverage here today of the happy birthday to Lawrence, Massachusetts. 125 years. We should say 125 years young, right? And it's been a great day thus far. As Dave had mentioned to you earlier, we have so many things to get to. So much entertainment, good opportunity. It's a good day for it. It's a good opportunity to come out and have a good time. Make it a family day, really. So we invite you here, the Lawrence Common. Something for everyone. I do believe that we very shortly will go back to the stage. They're setting up for something else right now. And I'm going to try and get a couple of people to come over here and to talk, if we possibly can. I see Rescue 9 over here. Come here, Come here, George. I want to see you for a second. How are you, George?
Hi, Bruce.
How you doing?
Not too bad at all, thanks. How you doing?
What is your impression of the 125th anniversary?
Tremendous. It's really good. It's going to pick up speed before the day's over, and I'm sure everybody's going to have a great time.
Were you here last night for the opening ceremony?
Yes, I was, yeah.
You saw all the balloons go up?
Oh, yes.
You know, you've been a part of Lawrence for, I'll say, many years. I won't say how long, but a few of your impressions, George, as you have been here and you've seen the city grow, and it's on an upswing now. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I'd agree. Undoubtedly, it's certainly going to come all the way back. I can't see anything otherwise. Certainly, the city has had its bad times, but it's always come back, and I'm sure that this is no exception.
And I am amazed, really, as to how everyone has worked together, you know, with Gene O'Neill putting the whole 125th anniversary celebration, putting it together, and what a fine job he and his committee has done.
It's been a great piece of work. It was done in a short time, but everything is pulling together, and oh, sure, everybody's going to make some mistakes. If we didn't make mistakes, there'd be something wrong. So I really wouldn't worry about mistakes. I think everything is fine, and everybody's going to have a great time down here.
Okay, so you want everybody to come down, right?
You bet your boots.
George Gelano, thank you very much. Appreciate you taking the time. All right. Now, we're going to go over, and here's Dave. Hi, Dave.
No. You're going to go over. I'm going to stay here, all right? I'm going to let you go over. You know, the Army Reserve has been fantastic to us.
Oh, yes.
A lot, and they're not the only one by any means. Everybody has really pitched in and done one heck of a job, okay? But there are a couple of people over there, and they're waiting for you, and they're holding a mic, so I'll let you go. And George, you're a good. Hi, how you doing? Cut? No, we're not cutting. I'm right here. We're on CTV3, Lawrence Continental Cablevision, Lawrence and Methuen. The 125th anniversary celebration here on the Lawrence Campagnon Memorial Common. Stay with us because we'll be online right through until about midnight tonight. And there's an awful lot planned. That Platters concert this afternoon, a gong show. Ted Meisner, Doggy Daddy, has a dog show coming up this afternoon. We have the Shaw Brothers tonight. The City Council will be back tonight. We have Governor Dukakis coming up at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's an awful lot going on, and we'd just like to have you a part of it. That's what it's all about. We're making a permanent record for the city of Lawrence of their 125th birthday celebration, and if you're here on the Common with us, you can become a part of it. Now, Bruce Arnold, you have some people with you. Let's see what's happening at the other side of our broadcast control booth.
Okay, Dave, I'm in the Army for a few minutes here right now. And can I have your name, sir?
Sergeant Roger Shadoneff. I'm the Army Reserve recruiter.
And where are you from, Roger?
I'm from Lowell. I'm recruiting now in the Lawrence area.
And how long you been in the Lawrence area?
I just came in this past week, sir.
Uh-huh. And your name is?
Staff Sergeant Soto, regular Army recruiter.
And what office are you working at?
I'm working here at Lawrence, Exit Street.
Okay. How many people do you have involved in recruiting in the city of Lawrence right now?
Well, as far as the reserves are concerned, so we have, I'm strictly talking now Army Reserves, so we have 2 people working out of the Lawrence Reserve Center. And this gentleman here has, I believe now there are 3 regular Army personnel that will be working out of the Lawrence office.
Have you seen? Let me get in the middle here so I don't have to go and be rude and go in front of you like that. How long you been in the Army? Number one.
12 years.
Oh, so you made good rank
Yeah, that's right.
in 4 years.
Well, became Staff Sergeant when I was in a period of 6 years.
Okay, have you seen a change? How long have you been in recruiting now?
Recruiting, I just graduated from school about 5 weeks ago.
Okay, and what are you, this being your first job as far as in recruiting, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, how is it going for you?
Well, so far I'm trying to get familiar with the town. It's my first time here in Boston, Lawrence, and trying to meet people and talk to people. That's all I've been doing. The past 3 days. That's how long I've been here. 3 days.
Just 3 days. You're like a public relations director, really. You're going out and meeting people and talking to a lot of the young people, right?
That's affirmative.
Because, there are a lot of opportunities in the military. I had worked for the federal government up to about 2 years ago. I was stationed at Fort Devens as a civilian. And there are many opportunities in the military today, I'll tell you.
That's right. The positions are readily available. We need people that, especially us in the reserves, we're looking for people who can come in there and don't mind doing a job 1 weekend a month or a couple of weeks a year to go away for their training. Plus, they can stay back here in their hometown and they can do their own regular job.
Okay, the 125th anniversary here in Lawrence, and what are you people doing today?
Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to walk around this area and meet a lot of people, make myself known. I'm brand new in the area. We have some personnel down here from both the Army and from the Reserve. And we're just trying to do what we can to help this city really enjoy its 125th.
Isn't it a great day so far? The weather's held out, huh?
Well, the weather is beautiful. The breeze is a little strong here. I know. I guess this morning both you people here and I guess some of the tents had a little tough time.
Yeah.
But now it looks real good.
Okay, Sergeant, I want to thank you for taking the time, talking with us, and it's great meeting you.
Well, I want to thank you to give me this opportunity. It gives me a chance to see some of the things that are happening and also give some of the other people a chance to know that we're here.
Listen, one thing, how about a phone number?
In the Lawrence area, for us at the Reserve Center, it's 687-2686.
All right, anyone interested can get in touch with you or one of your staff members, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, and I want to welcome you to Lawrence, to the city of Lawrence, the Merrimack Valley, and wish you a lot of luck in your military career.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. This is the Army. You heard it from 2 gentlemen who do some recruiting work, and they're here today along with some other members of the military. We've talked to a couple earlier, and we'll be doing so a little bit later on. I think right about now, we'll mosey on over here and do believe that we're going to be going back to the stage.
Right of the main stage area. And what they've done is set up for us a mini Oktoberfest. Knockwurst and sauerkraut and the like for complete refreshments and cold drinks, coffee. They have it at the food tent, which is located directly to the right of the main stage. There is also available beer and wine if you wish. But the Lawrence Exchange Club will be manning the food tent throughout the afternoon till 2 o'clock with a mini Oktoberfest. And then at 2 o'clock we'll change the food a little bit And the Kiwanis Club will be here as we try and maintain refreshments for you throughout the entire 125th birthday celebration here on the Lawrence Common. For those of you that are here in our stage area, I'd like to remind you that we are broadcasting live today over CTV3. Our cameras located directly in front of the stage area. We'll be covering all the activities right through until about 11 o'clock tonight. And if you're out there now, we'd like to have you come down and join us, because if you're here, you'll be made a permanent part of the record that we're keeping of today's activities as we celebrate the 125th occasion of the incorporation of a city as this great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Bruce Arnold has some other people with him, and we're going to be going back to Bruce in just a moment. He has some people with him from Rescue 9, which has been playing a very important role. They've done a lot of things and put in a lot of hours to make this a successful event. And we're very happy that you're able to share it with us by joining here on the Lawrence Campagnol Memorial Common. One note we'd like to make is that the Bean Supper being held this afternoon has been moved from the Lawrence Senior Citizen Center out to the Common itself. Tickets are available to senior citizens only for 50 cents, and you're most welcome to come down here to the stage area or go to the information desk here on the Common to purchase those tickets. They're 50 cents for senior citizens. We're getting set up at 12 o'clock. There are a couple of things going on we'd like to let you know about. First off, the bubblegum contest here by the main stage, and Doggy Daddy, Ted Meisner, will be showing some of his fine bred animals and at the same time holding a dog show for all of you here in the area. So if you'd like to join Doggy Daddy, Ted Meisner, please feel free to do so directly behind the main stage area. We're going to take some time with our cameras right now, if you're watching us on Channel 3, just to view the area. Let's see who's here, who's in the Common. Let's get a look at some of the faces that make up the city of Lawrence.
Here on a windy morning, but we're going to make it. Come on in here, Rescue 9. Let's see. You are known as Confucian, and you are Cobra. Okay. Can I have your name, please?
Yeah, Roland Desjardins, Vice President of Rescue 9.
Okay, and your name?
Jacqueline Desjardins, Secretary of Rescue 9.
Oh, what does your organization do?
Well, we try and help people out, you know, like breakdowns on the highways, try and bring them gas and emergencies, report all fires or any ambulance calls, stuff like that. We have people monitoring the channel from 6 in the morning till midnight at night.
That's a long day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long day. It's split up in 4-hour shifts, and these people love to donate their time. We have a heck of a club going for us.
Is that what, 7 days a week or?
7 days a week, holidays and all.
My goodness. A little bit of what you've done, actually, you know, for the 125th birthday here in Lawrence.
Okay, we were called in for some help for the runners, and we've blocked off all the roads for the 12-mile race. We had 3 major checkpoints, the 3-mile, 6-mile, and 9-mile marker, and we had mobiles that followed the runners in case they dropped out. In each checkpoint, we brought water and had cups for them, and we gave them water to douse their heads with.
That sounds very interesting.
10-4, yeah, 10-4.
10-4, Roger, over and out.
I'll never get out of that habit. No, we also had cars pick up runners that got hurt or swelled up feet or whatever, you know, and we brought them in. We called their numbers in and kept reports to a control base we set up at the City Hall as to where each runner was at the time.
Very shortly, I guess we're going to have the winners of the race here, too, aren't we?
Yes, I think we are. We had one that was ahead all the way down the line.
Okay, you've been a member of this organization how long?
It'll be 2 years in March that we started up.
And you're really involved, don't you?
Oh yes, we do quite a bit. We put in a lot of hours. We get called during the night to block off roads for fires and such. And the July and last Labor Day and this Labor Day, we had a $4.95 coffee breaks for all the travelers, and we picked up the coffee and anybody stopped. Coffee, and the members all baked cupcakes, and then we bought donuts also.
Wow. Listen, get a little closer. You know, we'll keep warm here. How long has the organization been in existence now?
Well, this organization was in before, but we reformed it. It'll be 2 years this coming March.
Okay. And how many members do you have?
We had 50 some odd units, and a few resigned and a few we let go because they couldn't cope with the work, you know.
Sure, sure. Well, does everybody have a code name like you?
Oh yeah, most of them all carry their handles. That's what we call them, which mine's Cobra, his is Confusion. George is known as the Buzzard.
He's the buzzer. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't see that. The buzzard, his he is.
Buzzard. And the communication officer, he's known as Puppy. And then we have Rich Brew would be one. He's on the exec board. Panda Bear's on the exec board. And who's the other one on the exec board?
Range Rider's on the exec board. He's just on the board, and we have Panda Bear that's a treasurer.
Panda Bear?
Yeah, they're funny.
Some of them.
Yeah, right.
That's great when a bunch of people get together, and actually you're helping other people out, really, as you say. And boy, I tell you, to donate, 4 hours a day or 4 hours a week, whatever, how about gas and things? You people pay for your own gas?
Yeah, we pay for our own gas. All the donations that come into the club turned into the secretary. Like we say, we run a coffee breaks on July and Labor Day. Whatever leftover money, and if there's not enough, we donate a little more. We go to the General Hospital at Christmas time, the Boss School. We give each kid that's in there at Christmas time a gift, and we pick one nursing home, whether there's anywhere from 10 to 100 and some odd patients, we bring them each a gift at Christmas time also.
Did you say you stayed here overnight last night?
Yeah, we had 5 or 6 that were stationary, camping out and watching, we'll say, cable TV cameras, so we could be on it. And we had about 4 or 5 different mobiles that come in and patrol the area to make sure our group was all right and everything else was all right.
No problems, huh?
No problems as far as I know, none whatsoever.
Beautiful. Rescue 9. What if someone wanted to maybe join the group?
Okay, I have the applications. Anybody can get in touch with me, Jackie Desjardins, and if you want, I could give the phone number.
Yeah, why don't you give a phone number out there?
Okay, it would be 6836257, and I have the applications at my home. You're welcome to have one. And you'd apply, and then in a couple of months we would be in touch with you because you have to be checked out before you can get in.
That's quite an organization. Rescue 9. Well, I want to thank you very much on this little windy day to come down here, and good luck to Rescue 9. Hey, listen, really dedicated people, I'll tell you. I see a lot of your members over there. I like your jackets, just a few, yeah. See you, Cobra. Oh, Rescue 9, I love that antenna there. Look at American flag. See you again there now. Just another group who has, donated all their time to be a part of the 125th anniversary in the city of Lawrence, like so many other groups have done. We're going to chat with some of the people from the Lions Club and the Kiwanis and the Hibernians, and just as soon as these people become available. We're going to be having a great entertainment this afternoon. We've been telling you about it. The Platters are going to be here. We should have a good turnout for that. We want you to come on down and see them. And, of course, tonight, the very exciting Shaw Brothers will be with us, too. We're getting ready for, I believe, another type of contest here. And I think right about now, we may switch back to Dave on the stage, but before I do, I want to remind everyone today's broadcast being made possible by Continental Cablevision, by Arlington Trust Company, by McCartney's of Lawrence, by the McCarthy Companies, also of Lawrence, and NASA Ford. Without their help, of course, this telecast would have been possible, and a lot of dedicated people who we have working at CTV3. All right, let's go to Dave now on the stage.
We're located on the Lawrence Campagnon Memorial Common, and you're celebrating with us the 125th birthday celebration. We're going to take some time right now to those of you who are in the Common that were watching the 12-mile race that took place earlier this morning. Join us over here at the main stage area because we're going to be making the awards, the trophies, and the medals to those that ran that 12 miles. And they'll be joining us here in just a couple of moments. All of the awards to be made here now to those that took part in the AAU-sanctioned 12-mile race, which did take place here around the city this morning. Finished up at Lawrence City Hall about a half an hour ago, and we're now just awaiting all of the runners to come from the City Hall over here to the stage area, and then we'll be making those awards. So if you're in the Lawrence Common now and you'd like to join us, please feel free to do so. We'll be making those awards very shortly. To those of you who are watching us by way of CTV3, may I remind you that today's activities here on the Lawrence Common are also being broadcast live over WCCM 800 on the radio. If you have a radio nearby and you'd like to follow some of the activities with Ed Coleman and the entire group from CCM, please, let's join together and make Lawrence's 125th a very happy and pleasant one. Later on this afternoon, we will have as our guest here in the stage area Mayor Lefebvre and Governor Dukakis. They will be here to bring official greetings to the city, preceding what will be one of the largest events to take place this weekend, a free live concert by Herb Reed and the Platters. That's from 2 until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Later on, we have a disco dance contest at 4, and then from 6 until 8 tonight, we're going to turn our stage into a gong stage. We have a gong show. From 6 until 8 tonight, the gong show will take place here at the main stage area on the Common. And then tonight at 8 o'clock and until 11, RCA recording artists, the Shaw Brothers, will be our guests. And they'll be on stage from 8 until 11 tonight. And we'll be broadcasting that as well. You know, our television cameras, for those of you here at the Common, are set up directly in front of the stage area. And what we're doing is kind of a dual role here today. We are broadcasting live all of the activities and the events, but we are also videotaping everything that goes on so that we have a permanent record of this birthday celebration to keep in the city's archives. And hopefully 25 years from now, when the committee gets together to plan birthday number 150, they'll have some idea of how we celebrated it in the year 1978 for the 125th anniversary. So we'd like you to join us here at the stage area and become a part of that permanent record. If you'll bear with us just a few moments, very shortly, we'll be making those awards to the runners and talking with Joe Paralisi, who had a great part in the planning of that 12-mile race which took place this morning. That are taking place and going on here as part of the celebration. At the Lawrence Library, which is located on the corner of Lawrence and Haverhill Streets, directly across from the Lawrence Common, they're having a book sale right now. And this afternoon, an art show to bring you up on the history of Lawrence. You'll see a demonstration and a program which outlines the 1912 strike, which is a very historic event in the history of the city of Lawrence. You'll also see various other displays that will give you an idea of what Lawrence has been like over the past 125 years, what made Lawrence what it is today. I mentioned this earlier in our telecast, and I'd like to do it just again because I think perhaps the central theme that seems to be running true throughout this entire 125th celebration was set last night at the Lawrence City Hall when Mayor Lefebvre and the City Council hosted a cocktail party which had invited guests from surrounding communities to officially kick off the celebrating weekend. And what the theme was is that Lawrence was a great city. Lawrence is a great city. And Lawrence is going to be an even greater city in the years to come. And that seems to be the theme that we're running with for this 125th birthday celebration. We're happy to have you with us, and hopefully you'll be with us right through until about 11 o'clock tonight. Ah, yes, Philip. Come on up here. Okay, here we are with our bubble gum.
Now we have first, second,
All right, we have Mr. Phil Laveria with us.
he's lost.
Jason Webster. We have a young man who is up here with us in the stage area because his parents are lost, and we'd like to see if we can help him find them. James Webster, there you go. All right, Mr. Laveria is going to be running here in just a few moments following our award of trophies to the runners from the 12-mile road race. Something called the Bubblegum Contest. I've been trying to find out what it is all day. We have some prizes.
That's for the person who blows the super bubble of the day. We get a nice brand new watch. And then we get first, second, and third place. That's not for you, Paul. You can't get into this. You're too old.
No adults allowed, I'm sorry.
No road runners.
We'll have a special one for you later.
We don't want any road runners in this. But it's limited up to 14. From 0 to 14.
All right, I'll tell you what, while we're getting set to make the awards to the runners, those youngsters who are between 0 and 14 years of age can come up to the front. Now, wait a minute now. Hold it. Just come up to the front area, all right, and stand here. You don't have to crowd the stage. There's plenty of room, so move back a little bit, all right? We have some time. We're not going to start yet, so please do not take the bubble gum yet. We're not going to start yet, all right? We have some awards that we'd like to make to people that put in a very exhausting morning running 12 miles. We're going to do that, and then we're going to officially hold the bubblegum contest. You can all start chewing your bubble gum, but no bubbles, please. All right, guys, gals, there's plenty of bubble gum, so please just spread out a little bit. You can all have a piece. We're going to have plenty of room between you so we can see how big those bubbles actually get. Now, there's a comment on our bubble gum contest. It should be spearmint. Would all of those who participated in the race this morning, would all of the runners please come to the right of the stage area? Did you finish? Would all of the runners please come to the right of the stage area? Let me remind you once again, too, that our food tent, which is located to the right of our central stage area, is now being manned by the Oktoberfest, sauerkraut, knockwurst, and the like. There are cold drinks, coffee, beer, and wine also available at the food tent directly to the right of the main stage area. All right, I must say something to you youngsters who plan on taking part in the bubblegum contest. One of the rules is that you can only have one piece of gum in your mouth. You can't have two. You can only have one. So if you grab two and you're planning on making a super bubble with two, we're going to have to disqualify you, okay? Only one piece. Only one piece allowed. All right, we have some judges walking around. We have some judges out here. Let's have some lines so that we know who's going to take part in the contest here. All right, now what I'm going to ask you all to do, if you would, is stay in line where you are now, but turn around. Turn around and face our television cameras and the people who are out there, okay? We want you to turn around and face our television cameras. I want you to do something for me, okay? On the count of three, I want you all to wish Lawrence a happy birthday, okay? On the count of three, I want to hear happy birthday, Lawrence. 1, 2, 3. All I heard were two voices. Now, there must be more here than that. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. We had 4 people that time. All right, stay where you are, facing the television cameras, and let's get ready to blow some bubbles. What? It's not chewed yet? I did? All right, kids, are you all set? Everybody all chewed up? Everybody all chewed up? All right, give it a couple more. On the count of 3, what you're going to do is blow the biggest bubble you can. The super bubble will receive a wristwatch, and then we have a first, second, and third prize. Now, when you blow your bubble, don't let it down again. Keep it up so our judges can see it, all right? At the count of 3, we're going to blow a bubble. If it pops, it's not a bubble. Are you all set, judges? All right? All right, together. You ready? 1, 2, all set? 3. Let's see what the biggest super bubble looks like. Let's see those bubbles. Come on now. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll call that a practice run. Let's try it again. We'll call that a practice run because nobody had a big one, all right? Nobody had a big one. So that was a practice. Now let's try it for real. You ready? Now you know what you're doing, so let's try it for real. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see those bubbles. Let's see those bubbles. Blow them out. If it pops, just chew it up again and blow another one. If it pops, chew it up again and let's see another one. We got one? We got a super one right here? Okay, now where's the first one? All right, we got another one down front there. We got another one down front. We got a big one down there. We got another big one up here.
Now, first, second, and third place now we need.
All right, there's one. Oh, there's a big one coming. Judges, we need a first, a second, and a third.
All right, we got the one on the watch.
Come on up. Ah, there's one. Okay, there's the first one. All right, here's the third one. Okay, here's the super bubble, all right? What's your name?
Allison.
Allison? What's your last name?
Woods.
Where are you from, Allison?
65 Candle Street.
In Lawrence. Good. Mr. Laveria has something for you.
Here's a beautiful watch, Allison, for you, all right?
Okay? All right, now, first prize, second prize. Where's first? Here's first. Okay, first prize. What's your name?
Mark.
Mark what?
LeGros.
Where you from, Mark?
Lawrence.
All right, congratulations. And who's second?
Hector Rivera.
Where you from?
Lawrence.
All right, there's second. Congratulations. Where's the third? Do we have a third? Where was our third?
Are you the third?
Third? No? All right, let's see a big bubble. We need a third place. All right, come on. All right, what's your name?
Irene Collins.
From where?
Lawrence.
Irene Collins from Lawrence. Congratulations. Let's give them all a big hand. They did a nice job. Okay, guys, gals, thank you. Please stay with us. We have some awards to make. A lot of people did a lot of work and a lot of running this morning. They went 12 miles in an AAU-sanctioned race. Joe Paralisi was a man that did a lot of work on that. Now, the race, although it started in Lawrence, and it was in fact part of our 125th anniversary celebration, through the courtesy of Methuen, about 80% of the race was run in Methuen. So it's only fitting that the town manager, Bob LeBlanc, be a part of our celebration. Mr. LeBlanc. I want to thank you very much for opening the streets to us and letting us through.
Well, as the chief executive of the community that gave birth to Lawrence, it's only right and proper that we do that.
I'll let that one pass, and we'll go on to other things. All right, you have a special trophy also, Bob, right?
Yes, for the first Methuen winner.
Okay, you want to give us, for the first Methuen finisher, a very special trophy.
To Dennis Wadolka.
Dennis Wadolka.
He wins an awful lot of road races, I'll tell you.
Now, Mr. Paralisi, would you like to give us somewhat of a rundown here? And Mr. LeBlanc, don't go away. You're going to present the trophies for us, okay?
Okay, we can give you the overall winner.
All right, why don't you give us the statistics, and then we'll pass them along.
Okay,
Okay, this was a 12-mile race, as Dave has mentioned. The overall winner's time was 66 minutes, 2 seconds. That's about 5.5 minutes per mile. It's pretty fast. Hold that for me, Dave. I have to get his name. Who ordered this wind? And besides that, he ran into the wind most of the way. Okay, the winner is from Lawrence. His name is Sam Hilario.
From Lawrence, Sam Hilario, the first place finisher in the 12-mile AAU sanctioned race, which took place this morning. It left the Lawrence YMCA on Lawrence Street at about 10 o'clock, and 66 minutes and some odd seconds later, it was completed.
Okay, now we're going to award. That was the overall winner, and now what I'd like to do is there were different categories. We had 8 different categories, including men and women, and we'll call them up by their different categories. The categories were determined by age. Okay, in the A category, age 12 to 18, male. Mark Behan. And second, John Haley. John, you give him the red. That's the red. All right, now the next category will be in the B. In the B division, of course, the overall winner was Sam Hilario, and second. We don't have the second here. Yeah. No, that was Bob Begetta. He was 5th overall. I guess it's John Begetta. Where was that? I don't have it marked down.
Dwayne Innes.
Where? Okay, there is also another category for high school and college finishers. We'll get to those last. This is second place right here. And third place is Omar Hilario in the B division. That's age 19 to 25. In C division, age 26 to 36. The first place finisher with a time of 70 minutes 45 seconds was Dave Fauscher. Yes. Second place in the C division was Bill Cunningham with a time of 72:24. Congratulations, Bill. Good job, Bill. And third place, Jack Moynihan. In the D category, which was age 36 to 45, the winner was Jerry Grasso with a time of 74:42. He was the number 11 overall. Second in that category was John Costello. And third, Sheldon Paradis. Okay, you get the next category? Okay, category E, age 46 to 55. The winner, John Mahoney. And not far behind John was Dick Hill. And third in the E category, Mel Ferris. Okay, John. I did. Another Methuen winner. Okay, in the high school category, the first place finisher was Dwayne Innes with a time of 74:21. Who's that? In second place, Brad Salter. In the college category, Mike Fallon was the winner with an 84:11 time. In the women's category, the first female finisher was in the K division, which was age 26 to 33, Marilyn Licadello. That's first. Second place in that division was Sheila Doyle. She gets a red. Yeah. All right, Sheila. And in the J division, this is our final one, age 21 to 25 female, Marion Wall. I just want to call all the runners up and up. Now I will call the names of all the runners. We have a commemorative ribbon of the occasion for all the participants in the race. And if what I'll do is I'll just announce their name and ask them if they would to please just pass by the stage. We'll hand it to them and you can pass off the other side. Okay, John Haley, Mark Behan. Just keep handing these out. Fellas, just come on up and get a ribbon. Randy Miller, Gary Boucher, Chuck Eade, Arthur Cianelli, Andrew Garema, Brian Bombard, Kevin Liberick, John LaHood, John Farisi, William Vesey, Robert Sullivan, James Downey, Omar Hilario, Sam Hilario, our overall winner. Let's have another hand for this Sam. Fantastic time, 5.5 minutes a mile. Charles Bovas, John Baguetta, Bob Seuss, and Frank McKernan. Bert Iannazzo, Don Farris, William McAvoy, John Savinelli, John Pierce, Ron Houston, Al Papalato, Ray LaCroix, Paul Zappert, Jack Moynihan, Francis Selak III, Billy Cunningham, Ray Levine, Bob Keating, David Fauché, Bob Illison, Cliff Howe, Ron Swayze, Roger Hardy, John Florence, Charles Carrozza, Robert Whitney, Dick Carey, Pat McCarthy, Dennis Wadoka, Giorgio Hernandez, Wayne Hamilton, Wayne Spires, Dick True, Joe Casey, Chuck Boover, Ed Laverty, and Ed Grimley. The D division, age 36 to 45. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. First is Joe Cockcroft, Charles Colburn Jr., John J. Costello, Edward Doyle, Klaus Lash, John Gray. Is Chick Lopiano still here? He finished too. Vincent Kissel. Sheldon Paradis. Leonard McGinnis. John Nyland. Let's hear it for the firefighters. Jerry Grasso. And Frank Salafia. In the E category, 46 to 55. Mel Ferris, John Mahoney, Dick Hill, Dwayne Innes, Mike Fallon, Brad Salter. Women's category, Marion Wall, Marilyn Nicodello, Sheila Doyle. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your participation.
Let's give all the runners a great big round of applause. They deserve it. Guys, gals, thank you. You did a great job. And to Joe Paralisi, who put this whole thing together, along with Rick DiAgostino, let's give them a big hand. We have a lot of activity taking place this afternoon. Let me just remind you again that at 2 o'clock, our concert by Herb Reed and the Platters. At 4:30, we'll have our disco dance contest here at the main stage. At 6, the Gong Show, and at 8 o'clock, Rick and Ron Shaw, the Shaw brothers, will be our guests. To the right of the stage area is a food tent. Over there, the Exchange Club is presently preparing food in a mini Oktoberfest. Sauerkraut, Sauerbraten, knockwurst and the like, with cold drinks and coffee. Also have beer and wine, and it's all there in the food area to the right of the main stage area.
No. You're watching Lawrence's 125th birthday celebration on Continental Cablevision CTV3, Lawrence and Methuen, Massachusetts.